on YouTube? Racer Raceworks coming back at you. We are headed up to Bag Riders John's shop to get the Legacy's bodywork going. She moves. That was only 16 PSI. We are headed to John's shop. The Legacy's gonna live there for a little bit. Yeah, to kind of go over what happened. Life happens. John reversed into the Legacy with his Outback. No damage to the Outback, which is great. The Legacy has minor cosmetic damage up front. Basically needs a hood, a grille, a front bumper, fenders, fender flares, headlights, a new radiator. So yeah, what we actually did was we ordered a post-facelift JDM Spec B front end on eBay. We actually had that shipped to work, and then Johnny brought that up to his house a little while back. I wanted to just take a peek at it now that it's all unwrapped off the pallet. I did take a look at it before, and it just got delivered to make sure there wasn't any crazy damage or anything. Looked good, so I'm just going to take a peek again at it and see how it really looks. That's cool. I just did a new windshield washer pump and I have no windshield washer fluid pumping out, so I don't know. Also, my car died over the time it's been at VEMS and sitting out back of work, so I don't know if I just blew a fuse from low voltage or something, but my radio also no longer is turning on, powered. So that's great. Another little project for down the road, but again, I'm just trying to get the bodywork started and get this process going so we can get the car back on the road. I wanted to do a bunch of winter driving with it this year, so maybe we'll see the tail end of that, but you know, if it works, it works. If not, there's always next year. Actually the first drive after bringing it back from VEMS after the new tune. Just some more feedback. It's driving great, idle seems great, it's boosting phenomenally, it feels strong. AFR while cruising is nice, it's right around the 14.7. Now I kind of forgot to mention some of the other work that we had VEMS do. We had them do a DW. Honestly, I don't know what model it was. It might be like, I thought it was like a 340 or something, or a 300. I wanted the AEM 340, but that was out of stock. So they did go with a DW, but again, I can't remember the model off the top of my head. But another thing they added was the Killer B air oil separator. Similarly, I actually requested the IAG Street. That was unfortunately out of stock. Amongst, you know, similar products and research, I went with Killer B. I'm happy with the, you know, the install, with the design of it. It looks good. I do wish that they kind of did the same thing that IAG does with the heating element. I mean, it might not even end up really doing all that much, so I'm not super worried about the lack thereof. But yeah, no, an air oil separator has been on my list of mods to get for, I can't even tell you how many years now, and it's one of those things I just had to bite the bullet and finally put it in. You know, a lot of my parts with my build have been, you know, due longevity, overbuild, you know, I don't want to have it to where, sorry, a lot of traffic. I don't want to have to worry about the car as much, you know, so not that I don't do oil changes as you know, often or frequently as I need to be, but I just want the all that oil that goes into the vapors to, you know, go back into the engine. And I used to have like catch cans and things, but I've always had bad luck with the hosing getting condensation water in it. Here's to trying Killer B's AOS. But if you want to pick one up for yourself, I will. I'll put a link down in the description below. Price-wise, it was very similar to the IAG. Quality level looks, again, phenomenal. I didn't put it in myself. Like I mentioned, I did have them install it for me. IAGs have definitely always been one of those things I've just been too scared to do myself, to be honest. Another recent mod that we did was the Whiteline bump steer kit. I got an alignment shortly after that, and then it's driving straight, it's not pulling, wheel doesn't shake on my braking anymore, which may or may not have been related to my pads and rotors, which I did recently also replace. But no, I mean, the car hasn't driven this well in years. It's phenomenal. And again, a huge shout out to Johnny for going about all this the way he's gone about it. You know, there's definitely other ways we could have went down this road, and you know, he's just been the man. He's been an inspiration, a role model, and he's just a hell of a guy. But yeah, in terms of other things that we had VEMS do, they did a Invidia catted downpipe, got rid of the catless one. Figured it was time to get more towards the legal side of emissions, but I've recently decided to switch the Legacy over to Vermont registration. So I don't really need the catted downpipe after all. Another thing that I ended up doing was a Blouch 440 XT. I did the HPD center rotating housing assembly. It does have the 10 centimeter exhaust housing, stock inlet. The non-HPD model, I believe, is capable up to 440. The one I have, I expect it's actually good for, I'm guessing, around 475 from similar builds that I've seen online. I did get the Boostane tune. The restriction for the Boostane tune was actually the Perrin intake slash filter. I do have a webinar filter on there because I did have some ducting going from the fog light to the intake. I took that out when I started daily driving the car since I kept getting water in the intake, and it was almost like a misfire. So I took that out. I did an AEM dry flow sock, and that actually helped a little bit, but it didn't solve my issue fully. I do want to do some like fender liners or a custom splash shield. Keep some of the moisture out, snow and stuff. I did switch the car over to speed density, had that bong welded into the front mount, so it's no longer a math-based car and tune. That significantly helped gain some horsepower. Honestly, if I did that with my 18G, I probably could have made closer to the 350 mark, but oh well, live and you learn. I'm really happy with this turbo. It's basically full spool right around 4, like we had seen in the dyno sheet. It did make 393 at 5800 on pump gas. So again, for just daily driving, this thing is gonna be way more than I need. Again, it feels great. It's riding awesome. Suspension's pretty dialed. I still have to install the 3H upgrade kit. I think I need to get one of the clamps. I gotta say, the 440 doesn't make as much turbo noise as the 18G did. I'm assuming that's mainly because of the overall size of the turbo and the exhaust housing being 2 centimeters smaller, but I don't know. I'm just a racer. Sounds good though. Do want to put the HKS blow-off valve on the Skyline after the front mount goes on. I gotta wait for Back Riders Noah to pull the Perrin blow-off valve off of his Outback XT. We'll be throwing that on. It's a full recirculating valve. This is easily the furthest that I've actually driven the Legacy since Wicked Big Meat. That was back in September. But happy to be in her again, and it's been a long journey with it, so it's nice that I'm actually, I don't know, I'm almost enjoying where we're at with the car. If you guys check out my Instagram over the past year, I did do the molding of the body kit. I did prime the car, that gray cement color. I've gotten pretty much every JDM part that I've been searching for over the past like 4 to 5 years, so that's been a huge weight off on my back. The JDM rear fog lights, the exhaust garnishes, the Prova glass and mirrors I've been searching for so long. And all the deals came up in this past year and I just couldn't say no. But again, I'm just so happy with where the car's at now. I'm not sure if I actually ever covered this on Instagram or anything, but I got all the A, B, and C pillars, the carbon fiber skins from Bag Riders Noah as well. It's really nice to have more legacy and Outback people in the community that are, you know, in the friend group and the workplace especially. So yeah, Noah's car looks very similar to a previous version of the Legacy. I would actually say it's pretty close to when I moved up from Vermont before I went to the wide body and the flared look. Looks awesome. Hopefully one day that thing gets the pilot bearing done and comes out of his storage unit, get some miles put on her. All right, we are at the gas station up in Georgia, and Johnny's gonna fill up the Outback, which will be my rental car for the next little bit. New grip royal wheel, be sure to check them out. Got a new suede, gray suede on black spoke with their red horn delete. But all right, I'm gonna pause the video here and I'll start it back up once we are back on the road. Okay, so I had to start recording again. So you know, I'm sitting here with the windshield sprayer and I'm like, you know, why the hell isn't it spraying? I'm such an idiot. I forgot I don't have a freaking hood on my car. I see the little like spray, you know, hitting the little weather stripping. I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, your boy's an idiot, but it's okay. But yeah, I just had to make a quick clip of that. I thought that was too funny not to share. All right, be back. All right, we are heading back out. Check the phone. So nice out here. It's all open. It's not like houses on houses on houses. Ooh, she's a little snowy. I wonder if this is all ice. I mean, I do have winters on the car, which it'll be fine, and I mean, if I went off the road, it wouldn't be the end of the world, I guess. No, just interesting. What a place. Okay, let's get up this hill. Go, so we go. All right, we made her.
Hey everyone, it's your boy, Ricer Colin. If you like this video, do us a favor and give us a like down below. And for all the updates on the Legacy's progress, make sure you smash that subscribe button to stay up to date. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.